Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Dal, and on this channel, we're massive fans of WoW PvP content. We will love to watch some of the strongest classes compete against one another in the 5v5 1v1 duels, or where we get to highlight some of the most unique playstyles and builds for arenas and battlegrounds. And I got a lot of messages from you guys telling me that you're interested in getting into WoW PvP and potentially even joining the 5v5 1v1 duels, but are just unsure where to start or how to gear your character for PvP efficiently, and how to catch up to everybody else PvPing in the Season 3 of the patch 9.2. So in this video, we're gonna go over how to quickly gear up your character and which items to prioritize first, how to efficiently gain honor and conquest quickly, and how to gain access to tier sets and double legendary bonuses as a PvP focused player. This guide is intended to new players of the patch 9.2, but also to those that are looking to optimize gearing alts for PvP. But right before we get into this guide, most of you guys watching these videos are still not subscribed, and if you're watching these videos anyway, you might as well subscribe as well as hit the bell, especially if you enjoy 9.2 video update guides like these, or potentially future WoW expansion announcements with something big slated to be announced for April. Before you step your foot inside of battlegrounds and arenas, it's a good idea to get as much catch-up gear as possible. Shadowlands PvP meta has been generally very bursty, so going in heavily underprepared can result in a bad experience. Easy to get catch-up gear can give you just enough survivability to overcome some of those high-stress encounters. In the new zone of Zereth Mortis, in the player hub of Haven, there's an anima gear vendor who will sell 226 item level gear tokens for a little bit of anima. These gear tokens can also be bought on your main character and mailed over to your alts. These are definitely not the strongest items that your character is ever gonna get, but this is fantastic and easy to get gear for a starter character. The zone of Zereth Mortis is also full of other gearing opportunities, from world quests, rares, and chests that can all drop gear upgrades. Slaying the brand new world boss of Antros also offers you an opportunity at weekly upgrades. And if you have some gold to spare, it might not be a bad idea to check out the local auction house. Any of the crafted item level 262 gear can make for huge gains when it comes to WoW PvP, especially items that have a lot of versatility on them. It is recommended to prioritize rings and neck slots as your best 262 item level gear upgrades. Now let's go over the PvP gearing system. In Shadowlands, there's two kinds of PvP gear: honor gear and conquest gear. All Shadowlands PvP gear comes with a ton of versatility, which is the best defensive stat when it comes to WoW PvP content. Shadowlands PvP gear also upscales itself in PvP, meaning that the item level of these items goes up inside of battlegrounds and arenas, which makes dungeon and raid gear less competitive inside of PvP content, since that gear does not have the same scaling opportunities. Both honor gear and conquest gear can also be upgraded with honor points. Conquest gear will require specific rating within rated PvP content before that gear can be upgraded any further. Both honor points and conquest points can be earned through a variety of PvP content, with the rated PvP content offering the most amount of conquest points. As you start your PvP gearing journey for the patch 9.2, certain items should have a priority when it comes to buying gear from the PvP vendors. You should always try to buy your PvP trinkets as soon as possible. By using 2 PvP trinkets in arenas and battlegrounds, your character gains the 2 PvP trinket set bonus, which provides your character with a large amount of primary stats and stamina, which is excellent for survivability. If you're a melee class, you should prioritize weapons as soon as possible. The better your weapon in PvP, the bigger the damage scaling for many of your abilities is going to be. Finally, try to upgrade your items from PvP, whether it is honor gear or conquest gear, as early as possible. The better upgraded your gear is going to be, the more competitive you're going to find yourself to be in PvP. But to afford all of this conquest and honor gear, and to be able to upgrade it in the first place, you first need to find a way to efficiently farm honor and conquest points. Before you begin any of your PvP activities for the week, pick up the PvP quest found in Oribos next to the PvP vendors. These quests offer a lot of bonus points for participating in various PvP activities. In patch 9.2, Blizzard added a brand new mode called the Solo Shuffle, which gives players an opportunity to experience the exciting WoW 3v3 arenas with a solo queue game mode. Currently, Solo Shuffle is a fantastic and efficient method of farming honor and gearing out your character, especially for any undergeared players, because Solo Shuffle comes with a minimum item level scaling. That means if your gear is behind the minimum item level, it gets scaled up so that your character is more competitive and even-footed against highly geared characters. The quest for Solo Shuffle also reward for participation, not exactly wins, which gives players multiple reasons of queuing Solo Shuffle every single week. It's also a fantastic mode that will get players more comfortable with WoW Arena PvP gameplay. Then we have Random Battlegrounds and Epic Random Battlegrounds. A daily win in a random battleground and a daily win in the Epic Battleground awards honor as well as bonus Conquest points. Then we have Skirmishes. Skirmishes are like random arenas that award both bonus honor and bonus Conquest on the first daily win. Skirmishes are fantastic if you enjoy the arena format, however they're not the fastest way of getting honor and Conquest from my experience. Then we have Brawls, which are random WoW PvP game modes on a weekly rotation. Each Brawl comes with a weekly quest for winning the Brawl that awards a lot of rewards. But Brawls also offer a lot of variety in creative and new modes for players to experience with WoW PvP. Then we have WoW rated PvP content. We have the 2v2 arenas, which I personally think is one of the easier rated arena formats for players to start with. You have the 3v3 arenas, which are generally more competitive and more complex. Then we have the rated battlegrounds, which are the same battlegrounds as before, just a lot more serious and coordinated, which are designed for large group 10 vs 10 PvP encounters. When looking for rated PvP content, it is possible to find groups in the LFG, but personally, I recommend making your own groups and specify exactly what you want out of the group. Whether you want to earn Conquest or looking to learn your class, increase your rating and push for that 2v2 or 3v3 PvP score. Setting those group expectations for your group helps you find other like-minded players. When making the group, you can set the minimum item level, minimum PvP rating, or if you want to use voice for your rated arenas. It's also good advice to try to be respectful no matter what group you're in for WoW rated PvP. It's not a good idea to immediately blame the other person in your group for any mistakes or losses that your team may experience. Try to be more self-analytical of your own gameplay and things that you can improve in the next game. Good positive attitude can go a long way towards a good gaming experience and can result in more friends getting added to your battle tag, which can give you a more reliable pool of players to PvP with, because sometimes LFG experience can be a hit or a miss. Participating in any of the rated PvP activities also gets you honor towards the Great Vault rewards. It's possible to obtain up to 3 reward slots from the Great Vault, depending on how much PvP you choose to do for that week. Great Vault can also give you chances at tier set PvP items, which can be insanely powerful within PvP content. It's a good idea to try to fill out your vault as much as you can on a single character, or at least getting 1 reward slot if you're planning to play multiple alts in the patch 9.2. In the PvP Season 3 of the patch 9.2, Blizzard also added brand new Cosmic PvP Trinkets. To get these trinkets, you need to complete the new quest of A New Deal, which you can start in Orbos from the PvP vendors. To complete the quest, you need to turn on War Mode and head to Zereth Mortis. While War Mode is on, PvPing against other players, looting treasures, or slaying rares can give you completion towards the thread needed in order to complete the quest. The quest will award you one of the new PvP Cosmic Trinkets. Some of the better trinkets are going to be the Resonator, which does damage after a short delay. This is a fantastic trinket for DPS and burst classes. The Aegis trinket, which will absorb a portion of the magic damage taken. You have the Echoing Resolve trinket, which will make you more susceptible to crack control abilities. However, after suffering CC or being interrupted, you're then immune to the next 2 interrupts or crowd control effects. This trinket currently is very popular with many of the DPS caster classes. Then we have the Fastidious Resolve trinket, which will make your big burst almost unstoppable. This is fantastic for any classes with big button one-shots, like Druid Convoke, Destruction Warlock Chaos Bolts, or the Windwalker Necrolord Burst. Then let's talk about legendaries in PvP. To make a legendary, you first need to learn the legendary recipe. A lot of the PvP legendary recipes can come from dungeons, Torghast, or potentially the new vendor found in Haven in Zereth Mortis, which sells you legendaries from the Nathria raid. Rune Carver items that can be imbued with legendary effects can be quite expensive. Try to manage your gold as best as you can. You can always cheap out on a slightly lower item of a legendary for the legendary effect, which is going to be more valuable than the secondary stats that come from a higher tier legendary item. In patch 9.2, double legendaries should be enabled as of next week. With the new legendary power of Unity, our characters can wear Unity together with another class legendary. Unity will always take the form of your Covenant's legendary effect. You can either buy the Unity power if you are revered with the Enlightened Broker faction in the Zereth Mortis. However, you could also get a belt item that comes with the Unity power for free by finishing the story chapters of the Zereth Mortis campaign. In Shadowlands, Soul Ash and Soul Cinders will be required to craft some of the lower tier legendaries, with Cosmic Flux needed to bring a legendary from a rank 6 to a rank 7. Soul Ash and Soul Cinders can be farmed from Torghast. You can either farm them in the Layer 9, which is fairly quickly, or try the new Jailer's Gauntlet mode, which is a lot longer but a ton more fun to play through. As always, Soul Ash and Soul Cinders can also be mailed from your main to your old characters from a vendor in Korthia. To keep up with the best legendary for PvP for your class or spec, I'll have some useful links down in the description to sites like Drustwar and Murloc.io, which can help you find out what everybody of your class and spec are playing currently on the PvP ladder for 2v2s and 3v3s. Finally, we have tier sets and powerful tier set bonuses in the patch 9.2. Gear with tier set bonuses is likely to be used within PvP content. A variety of classes are looking to use their 2-piece, and some even are looking to use their 4-piece tier set bonuses. Like we mentioned earlier, tier set gear can drop from the Great Vault from competing in any of the rated PvP activities. In the next few weeks, you'll also be able to craft tier sets out of your PvP gear. When Blizzard finally enables the Creation Catalyst 8 weeks after the launch of the patch 9.2, you'll be able to use Cosmic Flux, a currency widely found throughout Zereth Mortis and through endgame content, to transform your PvP items into tier set items. And that's going to be all the information that we have when it comes to gearing your main and alts efficiently for PvP in the patch 9.2. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I do hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I want to hear from you guys in the comments. Which class are you going to focus on first when it comes to gearing for the season 3 in the patch 9.2 PvP? As always, if you guys enjoyed this video or found it informative, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I would very much appreciate it. And as always, in the description of every single video and live stream, we have a link to our Discord community channel. If you guys want to hit me up directly, let me know what you think about this video update, or give me other video ideas for the future. My DMs are always open. And if you watch these videos on a regular, then you should join our Discord to join our community. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and as always, I'll see all of you guys in the next video.